forward, 2 down. Perfect. Okay, we're going to start with our neck. So you guys can stand up if you want, or you can stay seated. You just want to be in a comfortable position. Okay, with our necks, we're just going to practice hitting all the corners. Okay, so tuck your chin to your chest. This is down. Relax those arms. Look up at the ceiling. That's up. And then you got left ear to left shoulder. And you got right ear to right shoulder. Okay, now we're going to move through all of those. Okay, so 5 in each direction. So tuck your chin in a nice big circle, left ear to left shoulder, looking up, right ear to right shoulder, and tuck that chin. So that's 1. So 4 more in that direction. The whole time you want to be thinking about lifting your head up nice and tall. So that little, imagine someone's got a bit of hair and they're pulling it up. And that should help avoid any like little painful bits. There shouldn't be any pain. Any tight bits, you can move through them, that's okay. Any creaks and cracks, that's all right. I think that's 4. 1 more. And 5. A little shake out, we'll go back the other way. So tuck chin in, right ear to right shoulder, looking up. Start small, and then you can make each circle a little bit bigger. 2. If you want a bit more of a stretch across the front, you can take your hands behind you and just push, interlace your fingers and push your knuckles down to the floor. I'll show you from the side. 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. So today's is a bit of like a flow. We're just going to try and keep moving through all the joints, upper body and spine. Okay, a little bit of work towards the end, but not too much. Right, same sort of thing, but we're going to go for the sternum now. So you're going to push your sternum forward as far as you can, over to the side, so your left, sternum back, and then to the right. Okay, so forward, left, back, and right. And you're just trying to get as far as you can in each position. If you're standing up, just be careful you're only moving through the chest. You're not moving from your hips at all. So now try and make it into a flowing circle. We're doing 5 in each direction again. And make sure you hit all corners. 5. Okay, so reverse it, so chest out, over to the right. Round that back as you go back, left as far as you can, and then push that sternum forward. Really nice. You look a bit weird, but that's all right. It's only me and you. Over, round the back. You start to feel a little bit looser, and like you can push a little bit further into each position. 4. Last one, see how far you can go. Nice big circle. 5. Okay, shake those arms out again. We're going to do our shoulder squares or shoulder circles, but with relaxed arms today. So normally we do them out here, which you can if you want, but we're just going to go relaxed. A little bit more of a relaxed routine today. So let's shrug up first. So those shoulders as close to your ears as you can get them. Then forward, forward and down and back, back and up and forward, forward and down and back, back and up and forward, forward and down and back, back and up and forward. That's 3. You're going to go 3 the other way. So we're up and back, back and down and forward, forward and up and back, back and down. Really try and hit every little pocket of that shoulder joint. You got 1 more circle. Off you go. I just need to take a layer off. Last circle. Oh, I said bring a stick. Have you 2 got a stick? Yes or no? Yeah, okay. If you've got a stick, go and grab it. If you haven't got a stick, I'll give you your option first while the others grab their sticks. So If you haven't got a stick, you can use a band as well, but it's hard to do without the tension, okay? Without the constant tension. So try with a band, it might work. If you haven't got a band or a stick, you're just going to do 3 of your single arm shoulder CARs in each direction, and you just twist that shoulder here. So you're going to lift, twist, and around. So you're going to do 3 on that side, 3 on that side, super, super slow, okay? We are with our sticks. I can take the head off my broom, so I've got the whole broom. We're gonna lie face down on the floor with quite wide arms, okay? And we're gonna super, super slowly, forehead on the floor, come up, over, and down to our bum. Super slow, thinking about exactly what that shoulder is doing each rotation. And we're gonna do 3 really, really slow ones of these. Think about shrugging your shoulders up to your ears as it comes over your head. Nice and slowly. 3. Probably the same time you guys have done 3 on one side, shoulder CARs. Good, when you've done 3, you're going to inch your hands in a little bit closer together, if you can. All right, let's try again, should be a little bit tougher. You want to shrug up. So shrug your shoulders to your ears, rotate over to your butt, and super, super slowly come back around and down. And if you're doing this on record and you find this quite, oh, we've got a wood louse. It's obviously come off the broom. Crikey. Now, if you've got, you can pop some weight on this broom in here if you want to, and it comes at a bit more of a strengthening exercise. We get in super, super slow. So just work in sets of 3 and see how far you can get with that. Or you can just work on bringing those hands in a little bit closer. Tell me a little wood louse. Take that side later. Right. Okay, next one. You want your sticks again? You can do this with or without sticks, okay? All right, so we're gonna kneel this time. And you are gonna grab your stick with your hands in line with your elbows and your elbows in line with your shoulders. So make sure there's no external, internal rotation here. Everything's in line, okay? You can lay down on the floor. It's a bit easier. So if you're up on your knees, it's harder. You're gonna wiggle your elbows as far forward as you can, okay? We're going to bring the broom over our head, okay? And you're going to push, wiggle those elbows forward again, and you're going to push your armpits down into the ground. So when you're doing this, make sure your tummy's tight, so you're pulling your belly button into your spine. You're pushing your sternum down into the floor, and then you're pressing your lats down. So we're going to do 3 sets of 5 seconds push, okay? And then we're going to relax and see if we can sink into the stretch a little bit more. So get yourself into your max range. You can do this without a stick as well, by the way. You can just lock in here and push those elbows down. Okay, I'm going to do it in kneeling because that's a little bit more intense if you get into a kneeling position. Okay, elbows as far forward as you can. Let's push down into the ground. So drive those elbows down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. If you can walk the elbows forward a little bit more. And again, let's drive elbows down into the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. So with this one, it's quite a light pressure. Okay, you only want about 50% effort. Last one. See if we can go a little bit further. Push down about 50%. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. So that's quite an intense lat stretch. Hopefully you felt it there. Okay, so just try and move those shoulders around a little bit. And it's especially intense with the broomstick. All right, push yourself up into a top plank position. Okay, push those heels down into the ground as you walk your hands in a little bit closer towards you, and you're now in a down dog position. Okay, this is where we get these shoulders nice and mobile. You're going to do the best you can, the slowest you can, dropping your chest to the floor. Send the elbows back. Try and just skim the chest off the floor and push through into this up dog. Hang out here. Have a little breath. Sink those hips down into the ground. We'll move side to side. Tuck the toes under. Lift your bum up. And we're going to do 4 more of those. Okay, so first of all, get a nice stretch in that down dog. Focus is on the shoulders. Sink that chest down towards the ground. Take a nice deep breath in. Then as you breathe out, sinking those hips down towards the floor. If this is a painful position for you, you just drop onto those elbows and lift the chest. Okay, tuck the toes. This is number 3. A nice stretch through that chest. You can rock side to side, just whatever feels good. Relax the head. Drop the chest down to the floor. Scoot through. And lift up. Take your time on these. We've got 2 more. Tuck the toes, lift the butt. Really stretch out in that down dog. Okay, let's drop the chest. Come through nice and slow. Lift up. Have a little look down. See if you can see your toes. Stretch out those hip flexors. Get into that lower back. And last one. Super slow. See if you make this your best one. See if you can drop that chest a bit lower. Go even slower. Drive up into that down dog. Up dog even. Perfect. Good. Really nice. Okay, push back on your knees. We're going to do our kneeling thoracic rotations. Okay, so fingertips to temples. This is the one where there's not much movement. Okay, so you're going to tuck your elbow and go as far through the gap as you can. Pause. Make sure you're at end range. And then lift the elbow to the sky. Pause, make sure you're at end range. Go again, 5 of those. 2, good. So each time you might go a little bit further. Make sure you have that little pause at end range each time. 3, 4, and then on your 5th one, I want you to hold that open position. So hold it open. Count down from 10. Really open up as much as you can. Lift the elbow to the ceiling. 2, 1, and come back down. Okay, we're going to change to the other side. Fingertips to temples. Tuck the elbow through. Pause. Make sure you're at end range. And lift, rotate, pause, at end range. That's 1. Just go in your own time. Make sure you have the little pause. Try and keep your hips still and get the rotation to come from your thoracic spine, which is your upper spine, upper mid-back. 1 more on each side of them. Good. Okay, that's lots of shoulder work done on the back of our shoulders and thoracic spine. So we're just going to open up the pecs a little bit. Rachel's favourite. Okay, so you're going to just scoot underneath, so you're now sitting on your butt. Okay, we're going to do this tabletop position. Okay, this shouldn't be too taxing. All right, so think about your hand position. Taking your hands further away or having them closer. Closer would be easier. Okay, Further away if you've got more mobility. Fingertips pointing away from you. Drive your heels down into the ground, lift your chest, and then you're going to lift your hips up. Get to your max range. Feel a nice stretch across the front of your chest and drop back down. Good. 5 of these with like a 3 to 5 second hold at the top. Lift up, hold, and come back down. Good. Wherever you feel that stretch across the front is enough. Make sure your bum is squeezed nice and tight here, your core is switched on. 5. Slowly down. Shake out if you need to, if you've just done a workout. 2 more. Lift up. Open that chest up. So just make sure you're not scrunched up with shoulders forward like this, okay? It doesn't matter how high you lift your butt as long as you're not here, your chest is open, lifting your heart up to the ceiling. You can lift your bum up as high as you want, just feel that stretch. Hold the last one for a little bit longer, really open up and drop back down. Okay, last one, we're just going to scoot our bum towards our feet and you should feel that same sort of stretch. Okay, you can drop your knees out to the side if you want. Open the chest up nice and tall. Imagine someone's got a little bit of string lifting you up here. We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. Focus on your breathing. And if you want to push into the stretch a bit more, take your feet away from you and scoot your butt further away. But make sure you keep lifting through that chest. 10 more seconds. Breathe. 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Ooh. Shake out. Okay. Last little one. We want to just do a little bit of strength in that mid back. So yes, I want you to roll over again onto your fronts now. And we're just going to do a bit of external rotation. Okay, so you're going to make your, I don't know what shape this is really. It's kind of a W, but I want your elbows in line with your shoulders. Okay, so just have a little check, make sure elbows are in line with shoulders. I think mine are. I can use my camera to kind of check. All right, elbows are in line with shoulders, wrists are in line with elbows. And what we're going to do, relax the head down. We're just going to lift our hands off the floor. We're going to hold for 10 seconds, okay? 5 rounds of this, working some really small muscles around the shoulder joint, okay? It helps keep our shoulders nice and stable. So make sure abs are engaged, squeeze your butt, head is relaxed on the floor, and lift, hold. And slowly come back down to the floor. Lift straight up, hold. You should be able to hold in that max height. 2, 1, and slowly come back down. Lift straight up. Keep those shoulders pulled back and away from your ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. Off we go, straight up, hold. Three, 2, 1, slowly back down. Okay, last one, shoulders back and down, lift the hands. Make sure they're staying in line with the wrists. Hold. Last 5 seconds, keep lifting the hands as high as you can. You're like pivoting off the elbow. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Pretty achy, yeah, and that's in that spot. But that's okay. Working the teeny tiny muscles, making your shoulders stronger. All right, last little bit of relaxing. Sit yourself up. Push your bum back onto your heels. Knees come wide, so toes are together, knees are wide apart. And you're going to reach your hands forward. And you're just going to relax in this puppy dog position. If you want to make it a bit more of a stretch, you can lift up onto your fingertips and push your armpits down to the ground. But I just mainly want you to relax, but this just does a nice little shoulder opener if you need it. Probably not after all that. Good. I want you to focus on your breath, and I want you to do 5 breaths by yourself. Nice deep breathing. Okay, take the biggest breaths in that you can and the biggest breaths out. So you can stay in child's pose, or you can lay on your front, or you can lay on your back. So just get into a comfortable position. Okay, wherever you want to be. You should be on your 3rd or 4th breath by now. Okay. Right, I'm going to get my stopwatch going. We're going to do a couple of rounds of my breathing. I'm going to count you 8 seconds in, an 8-second hold, and 8 seconds out. No hold on the out breath. Okay. So stay in your nice comfortable position. We're just going to do this for like 2 minutes. Take a nice deep breath in. Keep breathing all the way in, nice deep breath, and breathe everything out. We'll start in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold that breath in for 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and breathe it out for 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1, and hold it in. 3, 2, 1, and breathe it out. 2, 1. Breathe it in. 3, 2, 1, and hold it in. And out. 3, 2, 1. Now last cycle, just do on your own. Count your own 8 seconds in. Count your own 8 seconds out. Sorry, hold, and then out 8 seconds out. Good. And then I want you to do 3 deep breaths on your own in your own time, but try and make them really nice, big, deep breaths. Bring your focus to your shoulders. Have a think about how those shoulders are feeling now. Are they any better? Are they any worse? Something still tight? What feels looser? What feels better? Okay, when you're ready, come back up to sitting. Good. How's that, Maz? All good? Yeah? Or let me stop the recording.